Today I'm painting one of the heroes from Project Elite, and his name is Gilgamesh. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. So Gilgamesh is primed with Uniform Gray from the Army Painter. Some other people actually used a metallics primer on this guy that I saw, but I don't know why, because there's nothing metallic about him. Anyways, so I start off with some Crusted sore, and this is just to get this like strap on his leg and his, I don't even know what to call this part, but anyways, it looks like his jock strap or his shorts or whatever it is, like a red armor. And yeah, so moving on, we go to Fog Gray, and this is for his pants, his jeans, and yeah, it's like, again, this is not armor painting, so it's just very simple. Alright, we're moving on to some Leather Brown, which is a Zombicide Black Plague paint, but it's also their Warpaint, which is called Leather Brown as well. So if you don't have that Warpaint set, you can use just the regular Warpaints. And this is actually for all the straps and for the, what is it, you call that, the bullet holders, the bullet belts? Yeah, I don't know what to call those things, but those things, that's what you need to put that Leather Brown on. I would like to mention again how stunning these miniatures are in this game. They're not too detailed, except for some of the bosses, but these ones, I find there's just a right amount of detail on these heroes. They're easy to paint, they're fun to paint, and they're going to look amazing on the table once you start playing with them. So if ever you have not heard of this game, Project Elite, the description is down below. In the description, it is a sort of tower defense, fast dice rolling game, and it's really fun to play with yourself. You can play by yourself, I think, and with other friends, so take a look at that. Alright, so just for this next part, I didn't know what it was colored on the artwork, so I just used Alien Purple. Why not? You're fighting aliens, and Alien Purple's cool, and it's a really nice color, actually. It covers really well the Uniform Gray. And then we're going to be moving on to Combat Fatigues. Now, I noticed his gun was not really gray or silver or anything like that, like your typical gun, so I didn't use gunmetal. I decided to use Combat Fatigues because he had like a greenish hue to this gun. And I find it looks different once in a while, and you'll see what I do with a wash later on, and it comes out looking amazing. And speaking of gunmetal, this is where I'm going to use it on his handguns that he has attached to his hips. So I'm actually going to use some of that gunmetal on there. And again, gunmetal is not as bright as the other claymore blades or the plate mail metal, so this just blends in nicely into the miniature. And the next part I'm going to be doing is some Pale Skin. It's a Zombicide Invader unique paint. And frankly, I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened. I really don't understand. But putting on this, the gray was showing through it, and it wasn't watered down that much. It was nice and like just regular color. But what happens later with the wash is what I really don't like. And this has happened to me a few times using the light tone. Or soft tone. I think it was soft tone I'm going to be using. Anyways, you'll see that later. Yeah, it does something weird to the paint where it like starts like peeling it off almost. I don't know why. I don't know if just the paint wasn't dry enough, but I let it dry for a while. Anyways, I do touch it up off camera with some skeleton bone, and actually it ends up turning out super nice, and you'll see that in the end picture. Alright, now we're going to cover up his hair with some moon dust. Thankfully I put that white underneath so that that yellow just comes out nicely on top of it. And it's because he's got this blondish hair in the artwork. Now I'm going to use that military shader, and I'm going to put that all over the combat fatigue of the gun. And it gets right in the depths. This military shader I think is better than I think the green tone. So anyways, now I'm using the blue tone, which is another from the Army Painter, another Quickshade. And I'm using this on his jeans just to lighten up or darken up or whatever, bring out more the color of the jeans and to get into the recesses, so that off camera when I did a dry brush, because I didn't realize it wasn't recording, it gives it a little bit more highlight. And this is where I use, okay, so it is a light tone I'm using, and I forgot that it's this orangey color and it doesn't make skin look good, so I really should have used just a flesh wash. And as you can see, I don't know if you'll notice a bit on here, but it starts like stripping off the white underneath, the pale skin color, and I'm trying to go over it and trying to get in there. It just doesn't work, so I just end up using, like I said, some skeleton bone afterwards and highlighting it better. Now I'm using some dark tone, which is another Quickshade wash from the Army Painter, on everything that was still left gray. The reason why I left it gray is because I found that that's what his boots looked like. There was no armor, no metal kind of looking to it. And I'm going to use this like on the belts and on the bullet belt and all that stuff, and on the guns and everywhere else that hasn't been washed yet. Alright, so Gilgamesh is all finished off. As you can see, I've done a little touch-up, some highlighting and stuff like that. And I've also added some tufts and some grass to the base. He's looking amazing. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And I'd like to thank you for watching. Now get your miniatures to the table.